it's loose. I would say it's as loose as a tart in a brothel.
I just wanted to do a very important shout out to a chap who very kindly has donated to my charity walk, which I'm doing in April on the African Tailway for Northumberland National Park and Mountain Rescue. He has donated me some Lomo dry bags. I was looking for some dry bags to pop in my backpack to keep all my kit dry when I'm going on the trip, because chances are it's going to pee down the whole time I'm there. Derek from the Mountain Men, I'll put a link in the description. He very kindly, and this is not a paid promotion of any means or any kind, he very kindly donated 3 dry bags to me, and I'm so grateful. These dry bags are amazing. Thank you so much. Honestly, like I've never met you and cut off there. Yeah, so thank you so much, Derek. Now I want to mention that Derek has a lot to do with a charity called the Lighthouse Organisation Club, or the Lighthouse Club. I'll pop a link in the description, and you can have a look at that. It's an organisation that supports workers and families who are in construction, and I've had a look at it and it is a great charity. So if you could have a look at that and give it your support, muchos gracias, I'd be very grateful. And it's a bit like I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine sort of thing. So he's done me a massive favour, so the least I can do is mention his charity that he supports. So yeah, they do a lot of great work. So thanks again, Derek, and you're an absolute star, mate. Cheers.
My hike this week starts over in the Scottish borders. There's parking just before the bridge at Cocklawfoot farm. There's so many choices for good walks in this area. After parking, I head up towards Kelsocleugh farm and walk behind the farm and follow the red signs for Windy Gyle up through the forest. Good morning, and welcome back to another Em's adventure. And yes, it's midweek and I'm out in the hills. I had a cheeky holiday booked, so I have a plan of where I'm going to go. When I say plan, it's loose. I would say it's as loose as a tart in a brothel. So let's wait and see where I end up. Cocklawfoot is a remote farm at the head of the Beaumont Valley, deep in the Cheviot Hills, predominantly a sheep farm, and produces wool and lamb. It was in these hills that the Cheviot breed of sheep originated. As you leave the short shelter of the forest, you will climb up and onto Kelsocleugh. Through the gate, look to your left and you'll see the mighty Cheviot. And look straight ahead and you'll see Windy Gyle standing tall. There now. Now, I don't know if you can hear us with this wind, but I've just come down in the dip from Kelsocleugh to Windy Rig, and I thought I'll get the camera out because obviously it was a bit windy and it was a bit cold and I just wanted to get up the hill. So as you can gather, if you know the area, I'm heading to Windy Gyle first. It's a beautiful day. The wind is forecast to be 20 mile an hour. I don't think it's not that at all. Nowhere near. Probably 20 mile an hour gusts, I would say, but not 20 mile an hour constant. Anyway, right, I'm gonna carry on. Just look at that view. Just lush. There's Windy Gyle behind me. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And there's Windy Rig. Oh, hang on, I need to show you this. Oh, look at that, man. We are forecast a bit of fog on top of Cheviot today. And some snow. There was snow coming up as I was driving up. There was a lot of snow, started in Wooler and all the way up College Valley as I passed Kirkyetum and Sourhope, Akeld and all that malarkey. But look at this. Just beautiful.
Turn back the light, take me anywhere. Falling, wearing my crown. Oh, tell me, will I stop when I drown? Oh, burning, feet landed on the sun.
The feral goat herds in the Cheviots are regarded as a good example of a primitive goat that helped sustain people of the British Isles from the times of the earliest Neolithic farmers. They predate modern goat breeds and are hardy, living a totally wild existence. The goats vary in colour with black, white or brown shaggy coats. The male billy goats can be identified by their large horns, sometimes half a metre long. During most of the year they are in small family groups. Larger numbers may be seen together during the autumn rut when clashes between males happen. They're not really bothered by walkers. However, in February when the females have given birth, they often leave their kids to go on high ground to graze. Please just leave them alone as the mums always come back. After leaving Windy Gyle, I headed along the Pennine Way to the King's Seat. There now, hello, are you alright? I haven't filmed much from Windy Gyle for the simple fact that I wanted to get cracking and get across the Pennine Way to King's Seat. I've just stopped at King's Seat to have a coffee and a protein bar because I've got stuff to cook, but I'm heading on to Cheviot now. Now I'm not sure if I'm just going to go Oak Up Ken and back down the Mountain Refuge Hut and back into Cocklawfoot Farm, or if I'm going to go onto Cheviot Summit itself and to the trig point. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to sit here and have a coffee for 10 minutes and then get cracking. So I shall bring you back in a bit. It's getting very, very cold now, but it's still clear. Hang on, I'll show you. Can you see that for the light? There you go. There's the King's Seat. They've painted that bad boy, which is quite nice because now you can see it. I'll do another video when I stand up because I'm a bit low at the minute. So as you can see, I have come from where that tree line is down there, up Kelsocleugh Rig, onto Windy Rig, onto Windy Gyle, and followed the Pennine Way to here. Across there you've got Bloody Bush Edge, Kidland Forest, Bloody Bush Edge. In the distance is Cushat Law, and then over there in the distance that is Cocklawfoot Ken, which is across on Coombe Fell, And then I'm heading up here to Cheviot and Oakup Cairn. So not a bad day's walking. It's cold when you stop. Wow, jeez, proper cold. Oh, sha. Right, I'm going to get moving. I haven't stopped for 10 minutes. I've stopped for 5. I couldn't sit too long. So let's get going. This is me training for my upcoming fundraising shenanigans for National Park Mountain Rescue. I'm going to be doing the African Tailway, which is 45 miles. I'd like to do it over 2 days, but realistically it's going to be 3, I think. I'm going to be camping, me and the Derg. Rolo's with me, obviously, no show without punch. And yeah, so we're just trying to keep the fitness up for it, because I don't want to have to raise all that money and then give up or get something happen. So yeah, right, I'm going to get on because I'm bloody cowled. I'm just thinking, it's funny, you know, people say to me all the time, God, Emma, you must be so fit. I suppose I am in a way, but mind, wait till I start climbing this hill. I'll be blown out my backside. Look at that. Lush. Just glorious, glorious. I love it. So yeah, this is what it's like when I'm climbing a hill. Apparently, if you can have a conversation whilst going uphill, you're quite fit. I couldn't have a conversation with anybody now. Oh God. And it's slippy because it's icy. I have got my micro spikes, but I don't need them for that. Hit the minute. Look behind us. Look at that, man. This is why I do it. Just for being out. The dog's looking at us as if to say, "Are we there yet?" Sorry, I'm snot all over the place. Ugh. Not very nice. Yeah. Sorry, you'll just have to watch the top of my head for a minute while I get up here. Look at that, hang on. There, if I tilt it like that, sorry. I've just got a new stick and I'm just trying it out today. And I'm trying to keep it steady, as steady as I can when you're out of breath, going uphill. So yeah, I was saying, that's why we do it. Use like that. just lush, man. Lush. I love it. I couldn't be bothered to walk to Cheviot from Windy Gyle. And then I just thought, away, man. You've got a day's holiday. Make the most of it. And this is what I'm doing. I'm making the most of it. Considering for the past few weeks, we've been battered by the wind. Oh, look at that, man. Just amazing. Right, I'm going to bash on up here and I'll bring you back when I get to the top. I'm looking for the hanging stone. There's another hanging stone. Oh, I'm on the English side, aren't I? Yeah, there's a hanging stone up here. Legend has it. It's not one I made up. This is a true story. Fact. The hanging stone, somebody was hung on it. What a place to be. We liked to do that, didn't we? Back in the day. Just string folk up. For no reason. Maybe we should bring that back, to be fair. For some of the Neanderthals that are living on the earth at the minute. Right, enough of that. Oh, look at that. Hang on, 1 second. Ooh, look at that. Amazing. Right. The hanging stone below Cairn Hill on Cheviot was used as a boundary marker between the East and Middle Marches divisions of the Anglo-Saxon border, often an area of dispute and lawlessness. The name is said to derive from the tale of a packman who was strangled when his pack of cloth slipped over the edge, tightening the rope around his neck. The same thing is said to have happened to a robber who was carrying off a stolen sheep, both man and sheep being harmed. So we've come up here and now the hanging stone is over there. That's it there. There. And I cannot be chewed to go over to it at the minute. Oh man, but then I'm missing out. No, I'm not, because I want to go on to Cheviot Summit and I want to go back via Oakup Cairn and the refuge hut, so I haven't got time. I'll save it for another day. But that is the hanging stone, and legend has it, I will find out the man's name. He was hung there. To be fair, it's a canny view, like, don't you think? Look at that. Let me just zoom out. That's it. That was the hanging stone, and I'm going to save it for another day because I want to go to Cheviot Summit and I'm going back via Oakup Cairn, and it's 2 o'clock, and I might stop at the refuge hut and make myself some porridge or some couscous. I have 2 options. So yeah, sorry, I didn't get my stick out or put my mic on, so I hope you can hear us. Oh, look at that. Cheviot done. Hello there, can you hear us? Hang on. Oh, I'm just on the top of Cheviot. I've just been up to the trig, past, I've come back towards Orcup Cairn, so I'm heading down to Orcup Cairn now. Look, views behind us. Lush. I mean, I must have looked ridiculous because I've had to deploy the poles coming back down. My legs are getting a bit tired and it's quite skatey. There was a lovely couple in front of me who I let pass. Well, they were behind me and I let them pass. They've been doing the head show up the horseshoe. So there was this section. It must have been about, it was only half a metre. 2 little bits that you had to jump over. Well, I've got hip bursitis at the minute and it's not stopping us doing anything. I mean, it pains us and I'm going for physio, but you just got to get on with it, haven't you? But anyway, the lad looked back and I says, oh, could you help us? I says, I don't want to stretch and slip. I says, because I've got a hip problem. So he just was he must have thought, what is she doing up here at 3 o'clock with a hip problem? And I was like, oh, I've come from Cocklawfoot farm, it's fine, I know where I'm going. He was like, all right. Anyway, I broke the ice going back over, they'd gone. So they must have thought, what an absolute amateur she is. But I really didn't want to risk slipping. If I'd been on my own, I would have just gone round the peat bog. But because it was on the path, I thought, oh, I'm gonna get stuck in the bog, and there was people there. But anyway, it's fine. I survived. I've lived to tell the tale. Now I'm just heading to Orcup Cairn, and my God, look! Can you see the light over Windy Gyle? That was where I've come from. It's just beautiful. Mind, it's cold. Every time, I'm shaking here. Every time I take my gloves off, my hands get cold. So I'm going to go because I want to keep moving and get to Orcup Cairn and get down that hill back to Cocklawfoot farm. Right, catch you. It looks like all the debris from the RAF plane crash has disappeared, which is an absolute travesty. Why can't people just leave things alone? Right, I'm at Orcup Cairn. I just thought I'd do a quick bit of filming before I head down. Look at that. Oh, my face is freezing. Oh, I hope you can hear us. Look at that behind me. It's just beautiful. Only one here. Right, wait a minute, let me turn you. So there's the hen hole. Look at the views. I mean, the sun's going to start setting. It's 4 o'clock. I've faffed about and far, you know what am I like? Faffing about. So I am heading down there to the refuge hut and then down Orcup Rig back to Cocklawfoot farm. I mean, I've got a feeling, I think I'll get there before it gets dark, but I've got my torch. I know where I'm going. I've got my map. I'll be right. I just had to show you. Not sure how much more videoing I'll do because you know, time's getting on. But look at that. I must be the only person that does 15-16 mile and is out all day. It's not far, really. In the grand scheme of things, it shouldn't take us most of the day to do that. But then, yeah, it could. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's hilly as anything. Right. To the Orcup Refuge Hut, and I have to say it is absolutely immaculate. Just immaculate. Thank you for keeping it tidy, everybody. I only had a little 2-minute stop to fill the book in and say hello. Right, heading down now. Right, I've just come from Orcup Refuge Hut. I stopped for 2 minutes to fill the book in, and the shale is over there. I've come on the Scottish side through this gate. The refuge hut is there, and I am heading. Sorry, I haven't got my stick in and I haven't got the mic in because, as you can see, the sun has set. So I'm heading down there back to Cocklawfoot farm and the car. What a beautiful, beautiful day. I've just moseyed along, took my time, done my video. I did have a quick step on to get onto Cheviot summit because I didn't want to be up there too long, but look, beautiful. Had a lush day in the hills as per usual. Right, I'll crack on down this hill and I shall catch you when I get back to the car in the dark. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I just want to show you this. You see this gorge at the middle? This is, oh, hang on, what's it called? I've just looked. Crooked Syke and Crooked Syke Head. And that is the back side of the Cheviot Hills. It's so peaceful. Do you know what? It's so peaceful. Tonight is a perfect wild camping night. I am nearly back. It's 5:30 and I've just put my head torch on.